Welcome back to Kerney-cation. We are here on a Tuesday for the first week. So what's it like coming during the week in May? So we're going to be checking out Top Thrill 2 in this video, Backbeat Q, and so much more. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this real family vacation. Alright, so first up, we did start heading over for Top Thrill 2. So I hadn't gotten a ride on this season yet, so I just wanted to head straight out there, but wanted to kind of share what the crowds looked like on a weekday, because Cedar Point is now open every day until Labor Day, which is crazy. It normally doesn't open daily operations until Memorial Day. I got to the park a little bit later today, around 10 o'clock, so by the time I got back to Top Thrill 2 for these wait times, it was about 10:30. So about 30-minute standard wait. I looked even shorter than that, and a 10-minute fast lane wait. So let's check it out. Oh.
Is this just one?
Yeah, just one.
One pass? Okay.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Put me right up, but I think I had to wait maybe 5 minutes. So I did get the silver train, so let's check it out.
Inside the train at all times.
Woo! Let's go! All right, let's go. Woo! Yeah! Woo-hoo! Oh, man. Oh, yeah. All right, best part. Let's go backwards. Woo! Yeah! Yeah! 100 miles an hour. Woo-hoo! Yeah, baby! Oh, yeah! Airtime. Woo! Let's go! 120! Yeah! Woo-hoo! Let's go! Woo! Over we go! We made it! Woo! All right, so good. Oh yeah. After that, you know we get in that Top Thrill chill, mellow yellow drink. But next, I actually noticed Siren's curse had an evac, so it looks like it got stuck on the tilt track. I noticed this when I was in the stands for Top Thrill 2. If you look at the back, it's slightly up, so it's like it started tilting and then they stopped. So I walked over there, and then I did notice that they like quarantined off the queue, like you couldn't even line up for it. So I'm not sure if it opened up after this or not. But I did get a little bit closer. You could see some of the workers getting up there. They were able to reset it, so they did get it back to the start position, but I actually had to run. It didn't see if it opened back up or if it'll be open tomorrow. So if you did ride it Tuesday night, let me know if you got back on it or not. But next up, I did check out the Maverick waits. So this was about 11:30 in the morning, so a good amount of time after park open. So not too bad for Maverick, honestly. 45 minutes is still pretty good. Anything under an hour, I think, for Maverick for the standard queue is good. And then the fast lane was 15 minutes. And I love that one because it goes direct to the station. So next, Steel Vengeance was running. So this was, yeah, about 11:30 as well. Just walked straight over to the queue as soon as I finished up over checking out Maverick. But again, wait times were actually pretty good. So 45 minutes and 15 minutes, same for Steel Vengeance. So again, these are good wait times for Cedar Point, as these can easily climb into 2.5 hours during a busy Saturday like we saw on opening day. But the fast lane does not go right to the station because you have to go through lockers, so you get injected. So you usually wait 15 minutes no matter what for the fast lane for Steel Vengeance. Another popular ride is Valravn, so this one is also a direct-to-station fast lane, so no wait, and then a 20-minute wait for the standard line. Again, these are great times compared to weekends and what we saw on opening day. So weekdays seem to be the day to go. I know a lot of people are worried about like schools and charter buses and things like that. There was a few there, but nothing too bad at all. I did check out Raptor, so Raptor is in the front of the park, and it was boasting no wait, so it just seemed like a walk-on. I did not ride it to see how long the wait actually was, but the wait times did look very good. And in other news, Gemini was closed all weekend, and Monday they had an evac, but I was happy to see that the blue train was testing while I was there. So I think it was the red train that had the issue on Monday, so I'm not sure if they're testing both or if it opened, but it did say delayed. I know on the weekend it said will not open today, so just delayed today on Tuesday. So we'll keep an eye on Gemini. And next up, we're going to talk about some food. So there were some pretty wild food lines over the weekend. Backbeat Q, this was about right before open, so I actually hit this before going to Maverick, so this is about 10:50 before it opens, normally at 11 a.m. And Backbeat Q is one of my favorite restaurants. It's all outdoor seating though, so they don't have any indoor seating, and then they got rid of like all the barbecue sauce they made in house, but they do have Heinz barbecue sauce there. They do bands in residence. That's starting May 23rd, and I love all the umbrellas they added. So they didn't always have shaded like tables in the past, so that seems all new this year. You can also grab a drink out here on the patio, so either if you're eating there or if you're just walking by. I did try to get a shot of some of the offerings in there, but Backbeat Q does have 2 lines. Only one was open. This was a Tuesday, so that's pretty standard. But they did get rid of the brisket. I know a lot of people talked about that on the Facebook groups. But they replaced it with a sirloin, and I got the sirloin. We'll show that here in a second. I thought it was super good, but if you have the meal plan or if you're buying, you do get, a meat, a side, and then a piece of cornbread. So again, this is a little bit more expensive. You're going to pay like Grand Pavilion prices too, $21, $22 a plate for that. But it's really good food. The cornbread was good. I like the cornbread. They have ribs. The rotisserie chicken must have not been done yet. Pulled pork, and then I got the smoked sirloin. I was actually really happy with this. I think I like it better than the brisket. I'm probably gonna get, attacked for that. But they also have chicken tenders for kids, waffle fries, baked beans as a side. I mean, if that's your jam, go for it. Southern style greens, but I feel like almost everybody, including myself, get mac and cheese. So that was super nice, and they don't hand it over to the glass. They're actually sliding it to you on the end, so that was nice. And then fresh fruit and salad, those usually aren't on the meal plan, and then you can also buy beverages too, and these are not on the drink plan either. So, but yeah, here's the sirloin, mac and cheese, cornbread, so pretty good size for the meal plan. This was the first time I used it for the season at Backbeat Q, and it was super good. I loved it. It was really good. And keeping with the Top Thrill 2 merch, I did stop in the Top Thrill 2 store. Check out some of the merch they had. Overall, it's pretty good. I didn't see a ton of new things, but they already have really great merch. I mean, if I could spend, I would spend. I've got my eyes on a windbreaker in here, but definitely, if you're looking for some Top Thrill 2 merch, I recommend going to the store, and not one in like Pagoda or Point Plaza. They do have some, but at Cedar Point, a lot of the merchandise is at the ride. So if you are looking for a specific ride merchandise, go to the ride, because Siren's Curse has an amazing store too. So does Valravn. I saw a shirt in the window, and I want to go back and get it so bad. I'll try and post it on Instagram or Twitter next time I'm there. But overall, the merch was pretty good for Top Thrill 2. So that'll about do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did like that I had the chance to sneak out on a Tuesday. My schedule just worked out perfectly, and glad I could hop on a ride, Top Thrill 2, check out some of the wait times, and get some of my favorite food from Cedar Point, Backbeat Q. All right, so that'll do it. We had a great morning. Nothing was over an hour, so Millennium Force, Top Thrill 2, those were a little long, but thanks for watching.